So here in this part of the video, I am cutting up my steak. I have already cut up my bacon. You cut it up into small pieces, so that way you can fry everything evenly. And I get another pan here shortly, and you just cut your steak up and you stick the pan, all the steak over in the pan. And that way you fry them 2 separate times, because if you notice, the bacon is getting browner a lot faster than what this steak's going to get.
Baby, don't wanna fall again. This just hurt me. Just think about it. But you hold me like you don't wanna break. I need some space. Just think about it. Maybe separate is better. I will love you till forever.
Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoy videos like this and do lots of cleaning motivation. And I will see y'all back here on the next one. Bye.
And then here, you're going to cut up 1 jalapeno or more if you like it hotter or spicier. Our jalapenos that I'm using here are from our garden, so it's actually very hot, and I already know that. And then you de-seed 1 of the bell peppers, and you're going to put it inside of your bacon that you already sliced and diced your onions and put inside there.
In a healthy manner. Just become the right person that actually matters. Every day I drive my car to my little job, and I find some peace in the stations that I throw on. But I wish there was a song with your name as the title. Oh yeah, I wish there was a song with your name as the title. Oh yeah. Tend to embrace, wonder why I'm so opposite, I'm so backwards and upside down. I'm such a clown, but I've got no frown on my little face. Why am I so freaking cute sometimes, yeah?
she moved in. When girl is so old, you know, she's going everywhere. It's a long doesn't get your girl clean. Actually, just pushes the boat she was brought on. So I asked her what you do, I put a lot of meat on. She was like, I don't do. So I put some gelatin in there and I just want to how out. I did it. I did the same thing in the kitchen. And it actually is a complex cleaner right now. It works so well. I don't know what to do about it. I don't have to tell the stores, you know, I don't do the stores. So anyway, I told her that she would get everything out that I would just, you know, sweet, small, do the basic stuff. Lock the refrigerator down, lock the cabinets down, the floors, do all of that kind of thing. And she would get most of everything out. There was still like a few things like the dresser and when she got that out, she would have to that. But for the most part, she had gotten probably a lot of it out. I think she might have been that else. Yeah, she did everything. So I think somebody actually helped her do heat and fireplace little kind of deal out. But there's something about that. Those were I love it so much. I brought you so much use out of it.
Okay, and right here you're going to season your meat how you want to, and you're going to add comino, which is cumin, oregano, and some chorizo to your bacon and your peppers and all of that. And then just make sure that you season your meat whatever way you want to, so that way you have the actual kind of flavor that you want in there. And then once you get that chorizo put inside, now you're also going to cut up hot dog weenies. Fry that up very good. Make sure you fry everything really, really good. You can make your own homemade pintos, but for some reason that day my husband wanted these and I didn't have time to make pintos. So I just used a can of pintos. Probably doesn't taste as good, but you can use canned pintos if you need to.
And that
Okay,
is
so
how
at that
my rice
point, I
turned
had
out.
added onions to my steak
That's how it should turn
and
out.
finished frying it up. Now I'm going on to the rice. That's what my rice turned out like.
Not sticking together, not sticky.
And then the
There you
next
go.
clip you're going to see is how the steak actually turned out when it was completely done and how the beans turned out when they were done. Very delicious. Very, very,
Homemade
very
tortillas
delicious.
and rice.
Here I'm
will
going to
also
start
go.
making my salsa. You add your tomatillos to your pan. You can use a Kaale, ever how you want to do it. Slice your tomatoes if you're going to put them on there. It just makes it faster for them to cook. And then you're going to add, I added 2 of those. Like I said, you can add as many as you want to your salsa. And then I added a few more because I have baby tomatillos in my garden. They're really small. And so I continue adding all those that I had. That's what I got out that morning to make those. And then I'm going to add a pepper. I think that's cayenne, as a matter of fact. I think that was a cayenne pepper. And then I have 1 jalapeno pepper because, again, they are extremely hot. Then you add you some garlic cloves to that and fry them all together. Okay, and in this next clip, I'm going to start making tortillas. That is masa, not rice. So you just, because I've made it so long, I don't have exact measurements to give you guys. All I know is I just pour it in there and I mix it with my water until I know that it's perfect texture for tortillas. Not exactly sure. I've actually honestly never measured the exact thing, but I'm pretty sure I've watched people that say that they use 1 cup of masa and then 1 cup of water. I'm not 100% positive on that. I just mix it, like I said, until it's my consistency that I like to have it and I know what's the correct way to have it. And you're just going to blend that. I prefer to use hot water. I think on this particular day, my water, I didn't give it time to get hot enough. I just went ahead and started making it. But you want your water to be warm, if not like hot from the sink. That way it melts everything together better. It makes it a lot easier to blend. Because if you don't, then it's like mixing instant coffee in cold water. It doesn't get everything in there as well. So if you use warm water, then it makes your tortillas, like your masa, turn out better. Okay, and so in this clip, you'll notice how I'm touching it and how it's spongy. So that's the consistency of your tortillas, of your masa that you're wanting. And then you just roll it up and you just put it in your little tortilla press. And then that is your tortillas. But once it gets on the Kaale, make sure that your Kaale is hot, because if it's not hot, they're gonna stick to there. I had that problem on the first one that I made, and I swear it's because I was on camera making them. But the first one got stuck, and so it didn't turn out right. But yeah, so make sure that your kamal is hot when you lay them on there. And then you just continue the process, rolling your little dough balls up, putting them in the tortilla press, laying them on the kamal. You will then notice at this point, I'm continuing on there, and I will be showing you in a second here how they pop up. There is a consistency on the tortilla that when it is done, it will poof up like really big. And when it gets to that point, then you know you can go ahead and take it off the kamal. It's coming up here shortly because there I went and got my servilleta. So I know that it's getting ready to come up there, and you'll see. You'll see there's like, it kind of makes like almost like bubbles, like when you're making a pancake, but not quite. And then you'll see it'll just pop up. But you only turn it as soon as you put it on the kamal. You leave it not even a minute, and then you flip it. And then the next time that you flip it, it will be the last time that you need to flip it, because after that you no longer have to flip it anymore, because it should pop up like a sponge. Okay, so right here, one of my tortillas like kind of broke in half. And so I was like, I'm not gonna waste that. And I know that my husband likes the quesadillas. So I just put a little bit of mozzarella cheese in there. And then when it was done, I added some of the hot sauce that I make here in a minute. I added it to that. Turned out perfect. Everything was fine. They tasted good. Actually, we went back and made a couple more of those with the other food that we were eating that day. Okay, so here I'm going to start with my molcajete, and I'm going to make my salsa. You just put you're going to start with some salt and garlic, and you just grind it in there. I think somehow the first part of that clip got deleted. You just put your lime. You can put lime in there. You put your garlic and your salt in there, and then you just grind it up, and then you first off add your tomatoes. Normally I add my peppers because it's so much easier if you add your peppers first. For some reason this day I added tomatoes first. If you go ahead and add your peppers first, they're not as juicy as tomatoes, so they grind up way better. So yeah, I personally don't know what I was thinking this day, but normally you always add your peppers first after you get your garlic and your salt. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy my videos. I plan on getting more up, but it just takes forever when you're learning how to edit these videos. And sorry if you see that place on my arm. I had poison sumac to get on me, and it really messed up my arms really bad. Never had that before, but I got it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to start making more videos of me cooking and cleaning here in my double wide here in North Carolina. So I hope that you guys stick around, and please subscribe to my channel. I think that we could be friends. So I just hope that you, like I said, you enjoyed the video. I will have different types of food that I cook, which I mainly cook Mexican food. So I will have different dishes prepared. Not going to say daily. I cook daily, but I don't prepare videos daily of me cooking. So yeah, so I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel, and I really thank you guys for watching my video today, and come back hopefully one day this week for a new video. My daughter will be in town So I'm not sure how much video I'm going to be doing. But yeah, thank you for watching my video.